Yes, the wish to keep a car looking like new for as long as possible. That's understandable. That's exactly what keeps us busy here at BASF Coatings. Because a factory-fresh, sparkling finish on a car, that's a real eye-catcher. We call this the new car effect. This doesn't mean that we can forget to wash it.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky clean! So then why don't all clean cars look brand new?
Regrettably, frequent washing takes a toll on the glossy finish and the appearance. Why? Because small particles of dust or sand in the wash water are smeared by the brushes over the paint, sanding it down. In this laboratory car wash, we're reproducing exactly this sort of stress, a virtual lifetime for a car in the blink of an eye. In the worst case, the results look like this. In the topmost paint layer, the clear coat, very fine scratches occur. After even a few washes, the brilliant glossy finish suffers. This meant we had to produce a better clear coat, and that's why we invented iGloss. And this wasn't such a simple task, because this topmost layer of paint on a car is only half the thickness of a human hair. Nonetheless, all the damage must absorb brushes, salt, petrol and cleaning agents, sand and stone shipping, or bad weather. These are quite extreme and sometimes conflicting requirements. An example, hardness and elasticity, actually two diametrically opposed factors. However, their interaction is quite important for clear coats. The harder a material, the fewer the scratches. Steel wool can do nothing to wear down a pane of glass. The glass is too hard. Actually, perfect. Anyone who has ever kicked a ball in a pane of glass is well aware that glass is not particularly elastic. It breaks, basically because it's so hard. Car components also distort, but we hardly notice this. For example, whenever we close doors and trunk lids, the sheet metal bends slightly at the same time, and the paint, of course, has to bend with it. The so-called cupping test shows what happens if it doesn't. We compare a particularly hard paint with iGloss. The hard paint tears and separates from the sheet steel. In contrast, iGloss bends with the material. This is iGloss strength, its greatest advantage. iGloss is a so-called hybrid coating. It consists of two different components that complement one another perfectly. First, there are inorganic silica clusters. This can be considered as a structure similar to glass. Very hard, very resistant to scratches. This base is surrounded by organic material as flexible as rubber. Together, they form a perfect team. iGloss acquires fewer microscopic scratches than all other clear coats. Not only is the car better protected, it looks like new for a longer period of time. This is very important because all of us assume naturally that we are getting a scratch-resistant, brilliant gloss finish which will retain its properties for many years and, at the same time, assure the driver of the new car effect for even longer. BASF, the chemical company.